Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm John, and in a few moments, Richard and I will be reacting to Fate Zero, episode number 14. And just like I've explained in past episodes, at this point in time, Richard and I could not meet in person, so we did these reactions online over webcam together. So, let's just recap what happened in episode 13 kind of briefly. It was a pretty good episode. We started off the episode really cool, I thought, where Waver was having a dream, or maybe even a shared dream, about Ryder's life and different moments of it. We had a moment where both Waver and Ryder went to a bookstore, and Waver's looking up books about Alexander the Great, which was kind of funny. Castor and his master. Well, they go back to their destroyed lair, whatever, that Ryder burned in episodes back, and Castor comes up with this spell he's going to do, and it involves lots of tentacles and crazy weirdness. So he's summoning this huge spell. Well, we have, by the end of episode 13, we have Saber, Ryder, and Lancer all meeting up to face off with Castor and his huge monster, basically, that he's created. So really looking forward to what's going to happen next. So let's get into this episode. So whatever Castor cast is actually big enough that I guess the military is taking notice. Is that what I'm getting from that?
Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty noticeable.
Ew. Oh, it just reformed. I thought it was gonna explode.
Explode, yeah.
Be all goopy.
How would you feel if you were a fighter jet pilot and you saw this guy in a chariot just running, flying around?
You know, I honestly don't even know. I'd probably question whether or not it was time to retire, I guess. Of course he would think it's cool.
Even better question: you're a random passerby and you see this guy, like, just going all crazy for this monster. How would you feel?
That he's responsible and I need to get out of there.
You need to push him over the bridge.
So he's worried about the Holy Grail War being exposed.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the role of the church, is to kind of keep it all under wraps. At least one of the roles, I should say. They're like the referees and trying to make sure the general public doesn't see anything crazy. Any sort of battles that the masters have, the church and or Mage Association kind of just covers it all up. Exactly, cover it up. So.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I kind of figured whenever they paused it to have everyone attack Castor that they were like, yeah, we need to address this. Oh, what? Oh, okay. So now Archer's going into action. It kind of reminds me of Frieza, where he's just like, boop, boop.
Yeah. But he's regenerating, so.
Not very effective, I guess. Ah, he has spiky tentacles. So he's giving up?
It's more like, this isn't worth my time.
I just sacrificed 4 of my weapons. Oh, so he don't get them back whenever he uses them?
I think
I no longer want them even back. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Wow. He is. Wow, Hmm.
So,
Wow, I am.
okay, even better question. You're a fighter pilot and you just see this golden UFO just hovering around, hovering on top of
Yeah,
this
yeah, there is
creature.
that too.
Yeah.
That's no helicopter. I'm honestly surprised by how, I guess the word is maybe I was looking for arrogant, that Archer is,
Oh
because
yeah, no, yeah, he's definitely arrogant.
I mean, I knew he
The king of
was arrogant,
heroes.
but wow.
So honestly, I find it appealing, I guess. Uh, One because it's like, I don't know, it's almost like comedic in a way too. Like, not even
Ooh.
worth my time. I'm just gonna go home.
Ooh, is it gonna eat it? I thought it would just destroy it. It's trying to like capture it. Oh, eject. I think
I
it's too
think
late
it's
now.
too late. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Ugh. And then he had to laugh about it. I don't.
So,
Oh. Is he gonna turn it into a noble phantasm by touching it? Check out my noble phantasm fighter jet.
exactly. He had to pick now of all the times to do this.
Yes, he is.
Didn't want to say
Awesome.
anything. Yeah,
So Archer is really just like, I'm good.
too much. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I knew his ability was OP, but I never considered him using it like that.
Yeah.
So now what? He's gonna attack Berserker? Come on.
Technically,
Well,
Berserker's kind of attacking him. So,
well, I kind of figure it's payback because earlier he did use his weapons against him.
true. Yeah.
So he's probably
Really,
still,
there's no love lost between these two.
yeah. Noble Phantasm rockets. Awesome.
He's just sitting on the throne, just like a
He just
literal
looks so
boss.
bored. Yeah. Meanwhile, Castor's just down there doing his thing, eating people and stuff, getting stronger.
How many missiles does that thing have?
I was kind of thinking that, but I was like, well, maybe since it's a noble phantasm now, it has
True.
infinite missiles.
Maybe, yeah.
I gotta admit, that looks really cool. Like, I didn't even see this coming, but you gonna play chicken with
Oh,
them?
I was gonna say who's gonna chicken out first?
Oh no, is it his worms coming to help him?
That's fair, I guess.
Ooh,
To be fair, Honestly,
Cool.
if I was born in that family, a family of bugs, then that would be kind of. I would kind of I would want to walk away from that as well.
Yeah.
Go! I get to control insects.
Oh no! He's got Ryder's ride. His chariot.
Ox. Oxen.
Oh no, is he gonna start attacking the bystanders here in a moment?
I think that's what it's leading up to, yeah. Like, that's basically the whole point of this, is so we can slaughter everything.
Mmm. Ew. No.
Yeah. And these guys are just like, what is wrong with this dude?
Did somebody take him out? What happened? Well, yeah. See that.
This guy.
Okay. Not really how I think that phrase is supposed to be meant, but
Yeah.
couldn't see that sniper right in front of me.
Oh, that's because the sniper is like way, way off in the distance.
Yeah.
Plus, he was so enamored by Casper's
Well, okay.
creature.
I see it now. He's like, oh, I should have noticed all how beautiful I am. Like his blood and
how
whatever,
my
I think.
guts are, I should
Yeah.
say, yeah.
It was inside me all along.
I should have just cut my own self up. Whoop.
Now, I do have to admit, whenever they first started kind of watching the tournament or watching the war through their sniper scopes and whatever else, I was kind of like making the point. Are they just going to sit back and watch? But that's the first time that they actually kind of took action, it feels like.
I think they were going to snipe Caneth too.
Yeah.
And Ryder showed up.
Is he going to get a new master? The coolest thing ever.
Cool. Guy.
That you thought?
Ah.
Oh. That was like, they weren't even actually for sure. Well, to be fair, he was probably the only one tripping out on the bridge like, oh, it's beautiful.
Right. Which, by the way, there is a master that's still left over. So...
For Caster?
Oh, there's a servant without a master right now.
Oh, okay, okay.
There's a master without a servant, so...
Huh.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah, I guess I never considered that. I do remember, what's his name, getting a command seal, but I thought whenever he did that, it meant that he had a servant once again.
And he was just eligible to become a master again.
Ah, okay. Cool.
What is chivalry? But yeah, so what do you feel about this episode? Was there anything off the top of your head that you curious about this episode? Or
I don't.
Because we could talk about it now, or I mean, if you just want to give it another watch through and maybe come up with questions then.
Honestly, with this one, I don't really feel like there's a whole lot that I had a question about. It was pretty straightforward. It was just everybody attack Caster.
Right,
and then,
essentially, yeah. Unless you're Gilgamesh.
Yeah, and if you're him, then you're like, oh, then there's
Berserker.
and his new noble phantasm of the week or of the day.
Right.
Trying to think. I don't. I mean, there was some interesting dynamics with the conversation about Sakura and stuff like that, but I don't really think right now there's anything I need to worry about as far as the implications of what they're talking about.
Well,
So
yeah, I mean, really, honestly, mages in general, I should say, are kind of messed up. They don't really. They don't really think in terms of like human, I guess, concerns. I guess that's really the best way I can put it because for them, it's more about trying. Again, this is in general, trying to reach the root and find the true magic and da 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 da, and continuing the mage family line and all this other stuff. So, like, you can't really expect them to think like you and I. It's like because even Karya, the whole reason why, well, I guess one of the biggest reasons why he walked away was just because like he was pretty much just like his family is not normal. This is I don't like how we're sitting here just using magic and trying to like use that to use our abilities and whatnot and even the grandfather Azokin, kind of spoilery but not really because it doesn't really affect the story per se, but he's actually I want to say he's at least 100 years old, probably older than that actually, because he's using his bug magic essentially to stay alive. He basically what he'll do is he'll I guess turn himself into bugs and then find a different host. And eat that host and then become that host for a little while. And then once that host can no longer hold him, he does it again over and over and over again. So,
gotta find new nutrient supplement, I guess, or something.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. Yeah. Pretty much the biggest thing, like I said, you need to take away from that whole conversation is that mages are pretty messed up for the most part.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure you probably got that already.
Yeah, I kind of did actually. So okay. So yeah, I guess
Rin is the one that's with with her dad and her mom and stuff.
Yeah. And she was doing the magic a couple episodes back and got the
and she rescued the kids.
Yeah.
And Sakura is the one that was in the mansion that Karya is trying to fight for and try to reunite her with her family and all this other stuff. So he's trying to search the Grail. He's trying to get the Grail so he can give it to his grandfather so that his grandfather can fulfill his wish. Because once his grandfather fulfills his wish, he doesn't need Sakura anymore. So Sakura can go back to her family.
Okay.
Her Tosaka family.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the whole motivation behind all that.
Cool. But yeah, I guess that might be all for that episode. I really
might
need. So I'm gonna end that recording.